Hello.
Hello.
Hello. What's up, bro?
Welcome to the WUBro podcast with Saenz, Mike Mercadal, and Mike Valdez. We talk movies, sports, pop culture, and it's funny, bro. The way Harvey Dent didn't realize there was a Joker, and the Joker took his mask,
You're muted, Mike.
So the two live streams popped up at the same time, and my brain short circuited. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the WUBro podcast. My name is Mike Mercadal. With me, as always, is
Saenz.
and with us from now on is.
Was that too early? I was too early. God damn it. Too early.
Mike Valdez.
Neri, you're out of the ocean. We're trying to incorporate how much delay, like judging from our end, that was hilariously delayed. And we're all just like freeze framing like it's the end of Police Squad, where it's like pink.
It was long enough for me to think that I should have said my name.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for joining us on the What's Up Bro podcast, the only podcast asking the question, what's up, bro? The intro video thing got messed up, but who cares? We're having a good time because leading into the show, we were having a conversation based on a video that we watched, and we now have to bring it to your attention.
See this video.
We were discussing a video that Neri had sent to me, and let's just play it. Let's just play what's up here. Hold on. Let me bring it up. Let me go get it. So let's see. Just receive it, Valdez. Just let it come to you. let it just observe. Yeah. Here we go. Is this
sus thing you guys have done with your boys? First kid that falls asleep, gotta get nutted on. Did multiple dudes start blowing on him, or how's this working? We kind of all got around. We're like, it must be done. Yeah. How many dudes unloaded on this guy? There's 5 kids that all.
It must be done. That's the I feel like that's the sign. I feel like it must be done is bad. But what's the most sus thing you've ever done with your boys? And then this guy's the first kid that falls asleep at sleepover has got to get nutted on. Who said? Who made this determination? Which is the guy leading the charge on this?
All unloaded on him. Was it on his face? Yes.
Yeah, man. That's not. That's not what dudes in my youth group were doing. We were doing weird stuff, but not that.
Wait, can you not hear the guy? Can you could you hear that? Like the guy, like this is
no. There was a circle going around, so I figured the video was edging for us. Is what I figured.
Oh my god! Oh, so you weren't getting that going through?
No,
but
I didn't.
Anyway, the whole point.
I believe you.
But there's a guy basically talking about here.
So, which is insane. But I don't think y'all know what sus is. So sus means suspicious of being gay, right? Like, examples of being sus is like, oh, I don't know, he's never had a girlfriend. Or, oh, he hangs out with gay people a lot. Which, by the way, I don't think that's suspicious of being gay, but straight people do. Another example is like, oh, we had a threesome with a woman and he made eye contact for too long. Like, those are examples of sus. Girl, what you did was not only assault, but nigga, that was bukkake.
Yeah, it's basically like, I think there's this whole culture of dude that like is totally okay with committing, like basically like, oh hey, all these dudes hanging out will eventually just like turn into some guy. It's not gay if we all do it, you know, and it's like, I mean, it's pretty gay. Like,
I will say something
Can I just tell you?
Yeah, go ahead, Neri.
When I first saw this video and the guy said the first guy that falls asleep has to get nutted on, I'm so naive that I thought oh, it just meant they're gonna place their nuts on his face, like, oh,
Right.
or they're gonna take the
Right.
actual nut. I didn't think jizz. I thought like a nut, like the guy's gonna take out one nut and just next to his face. I didn't think. I was so naive that I didn't think. Wait, you mean cum? You mean cum on the guy's face? That's fucking gay. Like that's really gay.
Yeah. Which, like, you know, when I was just about to say, when I was in college, there was a group of men that were just like that. Like they were just like, you know, they would find creative ways to show you their dick and balls, and then be like, you know, like they'd cover it, you know, with two hands and be like fruit basket or like whatever. And then if you looked, they'd be like, you're so gay, and then they'd punch you, you know, whatever. And like the funny thing that I imagine is that 6 of these dudes are just like blasting on this guy's face.
Than jizzing on somebody's face.
Right. Which so 6 dudes are like surrounding this guy because God forbid a guy falls asleep before somebody else, and they're just blasting on this guy's face. And then when he wakes up, they're like, "You're gay because you have cum all over you."
Yeah,
like what?
You're gay because I assault. It's like, this is why I'm glad that my group of friends, in the same way that we've established that I am very thankful that I like the kind of sex that won't get me killed. Yeah. I am very thankful that my friends were just violent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was thankful that all they did was like we would fight each other, which also is a way of like latent homosexual, like homoerotic tensions. I don't know how to hug. I don't know how to be tender. I don't know how to touch another man without feeling gay. So I'm gonna punch him. It's the same kind of thing. I remember laughing so hard when there was like a story, like a friend, like someone I knew from back in the day, and they came out years later, and I was like, yeah, because the only thing if like you couldn't literally put your hand on his shoulder without him being like, what are you, gay? And I'm like, okay, that guy's clearly gay. Yeah. That guy is clearly self-hating, but I'm just thankful they were violent.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's very funny.
I didn't know Mike went to school with Lindsey Graham.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Rest in piss, Lindsey Graham. Go fuck yourself. I hope. All I could think to say was like, I hope you have the afterlife you deserve.
Yeah.
You know, I hope it's like, oh, somewhere, some cemetery is getting a brand new public toilet because people should go piss on his grave.
As Josh Johnson very funny in a very funny way said, I just woke up 15 minutes ago, but
you're good.
He said that when he read that Lindsey Graham had died, he goes, that's a weird way to spell Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, there's so much. Look, hey, I mean, look, we didn't plan on talking about this, but this is so many weird things going on right now where where we're trying not to, like, they're literally Weekend at Bernie's-ing somebody.
Yes,
they're literally doing it.
Yeah,
they're literally keeping that guy alive so that they just swore in this guy's sister, like it's like it's the fucking king. Like lineage is important now. Like they just swore that Lindsey Graham's sister after he died. It's like, hey, this is a preview of some of the bullshit that we're going to be dealing with later. But also, like, how can, like, I said someone needs to violate HIPAA to save the United States. Like somebody's got proof of all of this stuff. Somebody has to just like figure it out, because it's crazy, because it's one of those things where, like, when you have somebody who believes in Santa and they're just going like la 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 la, and you're like, okay, but we still gotta buy these kids Christmas presents. They're gonna have nothing to open, you know. Yeah. No, Santa's gonna come. You're the parent. You're Santa.
That's very funny.
I don't know. Neri with his 12-second delay.
No kids are listening to this because their dreams would have been shattered.
Yeah, I'm sure the kids would have loved the amount of the topic we were talking about at the opening of this podcast.
Yeah. That was the problem. Us talking about Santa. That was the problem.
No, they're fine. They're fine They're fine with busting out. They're fine with busting on each other's faces when they sleep. That's normal. Finding out there's no Santa. You guys are jerks.
Yeah.
I do apologize if people listen to this with their kids. You're the problem. Do not do that.
Yeah.
Or know what you're getting into. I mean, come on. But yeah,
I stopped believing in Santa like maybe 3 weeks ago, so I get it.
I do love that joke. That's one of my favorite jokes when someone's like something that clearly happened like decades ago, and then it's like, oh, when's the last time that you really believed in Santa? And they look at their watch.
Yeah.
I love a good. This is the dad joke era for me, where like little dumb jokes crush with me.
Oh, I need to know, what's your favorite dad joke? Like your favorite life bit to do.
Like bits in life.
Yeah, like somebody asks you when's the last time you believed in Santa, and you look at your watch or something like that. What's your favorite?
What I do is whenever somebody mentions that something bad is going to happen in the future, like they're like, "Hey man, we're all going to die." I'm like, "Right now?" Like how, like now? That's my thing. It's like, look, the world's going to end someday, and I'm like how? What day? Like now? Like soon? And yeah, like
dude, my friend taught me this, and I've never stopped doing it. Whenever it's nighttime and you're stopping and you're driving, and there's like a sign that has like some letters that are unlit, you just with somebody in the car, you just go, "I'd like to solve the puzzle, Waffle House."
I look, man, these are just
so
they
good.
don't have to. It's so good. They're so fun. I wonder if like
I have two. Can I raise my hand and wait for the
yes, Maneri, please.
I have two. The first one is one that when you're talking to one person and a third person walks into the room or walks into the conversation or into an earshot, I always go, "Hey,
yeah.
I always do that.
That's a great one.
Shit about them.
That's funny.
I go, hey. So I've been doing that as long as I can remember. And then a couple of years ago, I was reading Lucille Ball's autobiography, and in like the 40s and 50s, it turns out that she would do a much better version of that. Like she would have all her girlfriends over at the house, and they're all having dinner or having coffee or whatever. And one of them would leave, and when another one would enter the room, Lucille Ball would interrupt and be like, "Oh yeah, now say that to her face." And I thought, oh that's fucking good. So good. That's such a much better version.
So much better.
That's good. Oh yeah, say that to her face is so good.
So much better. Like my whole life I've been doing the hey, what's up, buddy? And fucking then come to learn that 50 years prior to me even living, this lady was doing this shit better than I was. And I'm like, God damn it, man, she's so good. So
it's
good.
Hard, man.
And then
everything's a remix.
That's why she's a legend, though. Like,
the other life joke,
timeless.
The other life joke that I do is I say whenever somebody's tipping somebody, whenever we're in a situation where somebody's giving somebody else a tip, whenever they give that tip to the server or the Uber driver, whatever it is, whenever they're tipping somebody, I always jump in and go, "Yeah, that's from all of us." That's why I love doing that shit. I love doing that joke. I fucking love doing that joke.
I do think that I'm a fan of the whimsy. I'm a fan of like some of these bits are just because if I walk around just being somebody, I think it was Adam Devine on the I forgot what podcast it was.
This is not important.
What it is it's not important. I think it's his, but he's like,
no. That's the name of his podcast. I wasn't trying to say that.
Oh, man,
that's also
that was so much better. That was so much better. I literally thought Valdez was getting his legs underneath him and be like, "Yeah, bro, who gives a fuck? Come on, man. Come on, tell the story."
No. That's literally the name of his podcast. It's called "This Is Not Important."
That's so funny.
Here we go. Let me do this. Because it's genuinely hold on, let me get it. Share this.
See, this is
This is important.
Funny is I'm learning that most people aren't joking.
Okay.
Most people aren't joking ever. Like hardly ever is anyone joking. But we
I
live in a world.
Adam sitting around going,
Wait. This isn't a
most
bit.
people, I just realized, aren't joking.
They're not joking.
They truly.
I heard that and I was like, what a bummer.
Yeah.
Like, how are you not walking around like wanting to just like crack jokes and like even if it's not a joke, but just like playing around.
Yeah, I know.
So I saw that clip right now for the first time, and I for a moment thought that he meant when people say, "Hey, I'm just joking," they're not actually joking. That's what I thought. You know what I mean?
Oh,
there's
yeah.
that cover. There's that excuse of like, "Oh, you said something really offensive or really racist or really sexist or really whatever," and then they'd be like, "Hey, man, I was just joking." I thought that clip was talking about that most people that say that are not actually joking. That's what I thought he was going with it. And then he went the other direction when he was like, "Oh no, we all just joke around all fucking day." And like, oh yeah, that's true too. That's true.
Yeah,
too.
like it's interesting because at some point you stopped playing with your friends. Like you just stopped playing. And I'm like, that's a bummer to me. Like there's nothing more fun than like just having like the whole point of an inside. I like bits, like inside bits. I don't like inside jokes because it feels exclusionary, but I like bits that you do with certain people where if I had to explain to you the origin of a bit or whatever, it's like Michael Scott talking about why he calls Daryl Reed. Like it's Daryl Philbin, and he's Regis Philbin, he's Rod. Like there's too many steps along the way. Just do the bit. Just do the bit. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's like a million other things that I do as a habit, like of joking around and playing around that I can't remember right now. It's like when someone tells you, like, what's your favorite street joke? Yeah. And I've heard a million street jokes, but I just cannot, like, in the moment be like, oh, yeah, they're in there somewhere. I just have to wait for the real world, like, trigger for the bit, you know? Like we're talking about when someone walks in a room and you're like, you know?
Right. Yeah, exactly. No, I totally get that. I'm the same way. Like I know a whole bunch of different street jokes for whatever reason, but 9 times out of 10, like it's, you know, if you were to ask me, I wouldn't know. You know,
I'm trying to think of
it just comes up.
I got
my favorite.
Can I give a street joke?
Sure.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them. One of them is, what are Mario and Luigi's overalls made out of?
Denim.
Yeah, denim. I love that fucking joke. And then the other one I just learned the other day is a knock joke where it says, knock knock, who's there? And it's like, I eat mop. And then the other person says,
I eat mop who?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
My favorite like street joke Walter Matthau told it to like Johnny Carson a million years ago, where he's like he has to like get away with it on like network TV of the era, and he's like, there are these 3 old men in the like nursing home, you know, and one of them's like, man, I wish I could poop. I would love a nice big, you know, like something where I feel like I accomplished something. I wish I could take a nice healthy, like I used to. And then the second guy is like, oh, I feel you. Yeah. I wish I could like pee. Like I instead of it just being in like dribs and drabs and us, I wish I like a flow. Like I wish I could like I used to, you know, like I can't do it like I used to. And then the third guy is like, oh man, well, like for me, right around like 7:30 in the morning, every morning, I get up. Oh no, I fucked it up. Right now at like every morning at 7:30, I have a beautiful bowel movement. It's like the one that you dream of that leaves you feeling heavy, like light and clear. And then like right after that at like 7:45, I empty myself and I feel so refreshed. I'm just like a stream, like a powerful flow. And they're like, hey man, it sounds like you don't have anything to complain about. I was like, yeah, but that's at like 7:30. I don't get out of bed until like 9.
Yeah, that's great. It's a great one.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
My
Neri caught up, I think.
Did
Neri reacted. Yes.
Yeah, you caught up.
Hey.
My favorite is a Gilbert Gottfried joke where he says he's talking about 69 and then he goes, and then of course there's 96 where you turn around and fart on each other's heads. And that is the funniest freaking thing I've ever heard in my life.
How about the 68? You blow me and you owe me.
And you owe me one, yeah. And I owe you one. That's what it is.
That's even worse. You blow me and then you still owe me one. Like you still owe me one afterwards. You still owe me, motherfucker. Like what?
Yep.
That he's got a great joke of like the it's gonna be tasteless and it's bad, but it's like this guy gets captured by like a tribe of cannibals, and they're like death or ugu, and the first guy's there's like two guys, and then the first guy's like give me ugu, yeah, please don't ugu, and they proceed to beat the shit out of him and do all horrible things to him sexually and do all these things, and then in the end they kill him. and then the first guy's like, they turn to him and they're like, okay, you death or ugu, and he's like, well, I'd rather you just kill me. He's like, okay, but first ugu, and then
that's funny.
He's got he goes into much more detail about the specifics of the horrific acts, but
I'm sure, because that's the point of the joke is just
it's the Aristocats, man.
It's the Aristocats.
Not the Aristocats, not the Aristocats.
The Disney movie where they're all doing all these horrible things to each other. They're defecating on each other, and these cats are everybody.
I got a different version of the movie. Did I mess up? Did my parents mess up? They gave me the Temu version of the movie.
Well, let's talk about movies. We have some new news. This was there on the screen for a second before I switched over, but okay. Can we talk about? Did we talk about like what's happened since Supergirl? Did you guys talk about that last week with all the Emmy noms and stuff like that?
We talked about Emmy nominations, but we haven't talked about what's happened with Super. What do you mean with?
Well, we talked about the incels and all that.
Yeah, we did talk about the incels. So just to say it, Man of Tomorrow, which is the Superman sequel that's coming out, currently in production, is going to be the reemergence of, it's announced that Cholo Maridueña to return as Blue Beetle in James Gunn's sequel, right? So Supergirl did poorly. There's, factually accurate.
It did make more money than any other Supergirl film in history.
Also, great. Yeah, it's a win. But it did not do well for the current era of what they're trying to do. There was a lot of like behind it. I found out later that they basically like re-edited a bunch of stuff. They changed the whole edit and moved things around. Like they did things in different order. It felt like, I don't know what the big deal is, but the Man of like it just didn't have the impact. A lot of people hated on it, and of course it's because there's a girl in my movie, blah blah blah.
That's the only reason. It had nothing to do with the edits. Nobody was talking about continuity. Nobody was talking about they hate the movie because of continuity or because of
no. I did hate
they had the wrong needle drop song. That's not why. They just they were talking shit about the movie before it even came out because it had a woman.
It has a girl, but I will say I have legitimate complaints about the movie. I don't necessarily think it was a perfect, like it's not. I enjoyed it. It was fine to me. Like I was like, yeah, that was a Supergirl movie. I don't have that like whatever passion, that memory of the comic book of Woman of Tomorrow, but it was. It was fine, but all of my any legitimate critique gets washed away, or you get lumped in with the incel dudes. So it's like the Star Wars things. Like there are legitimate complaints about all of the Star Wars sequels, like genuinely from the production on down, like to the actual execution. But if like people are like, no, it's the best Star Wars there's ever been, and blah blah blah, and it's like I disagree, but I can't, whatever. I am not. I feel the same way about Blue Beetle. That Blue Beetle movie, because you love that movie, right, Nary?
I fucking love that movie, man. I legitimately love that movie. I shed tears in that fucking movie. That was great. Yeah.
I mean, it was. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like, it was for me. It was the same thing. I also don't expect these movies aren't supposed to be life changing to me. Like they're entertaining, they're fun. They're like they're blockbusters.
That movie was life changing to me, and I didn't expect it to be life changing to me. And I'll tell you why it was life changing to me. It's because it literally of everything that. Again, I'm not that guy that's like rah Latino. I'm not that guy, right? Like everything out of my mouth is Latino. But watching a Latino family, watching a Latino family unit on screen, it wasn't just one Latino. It was like the whole movie was based upon Latino family and how the family works as a unit. That to me, I didn't realize that it meant that seeing that on the screen. I didn't realize until I saw it on the screen. Holy shit, this means a lot to me. Like that was a big fucking deal for me.
Okay.
So again, and it wasn't. I didn't go in there being like, I'm gonna go in here and like it no matter what because it has a Latino in it. I was like, let's fucking go. I'm excited because I'm a big fan of what the fuck was that?
There's there's someone that's doing landscaping outside.
Perfect.
Speaking of Latinos.
Speaking of Latinos,
but
here comes
I'm
the leaf blower, man.
Kai. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Cobra Kai, and so I was already going into this movie with some kind of like hopes. But when I saw the story was based upon not just a Latino, but a Latino family, and that I was like, oh, this is like I got more emotional than I thought. And again, that's besides the point. I like the movie itself. I like the villain. I like the special effects where I thought were fucking amazing.
I did love the suit.
Was dope as fuck.
I loved the suit. Yeah. I love the presentation of the character. Here's the thing. That's kind of the point, right, of superhero movies, the comic books in general, that at a certain point, everyone was doing their take on certain, like there's like 3, wasn't there at one point like 6 different Batman storylines going around? Like there's always a thing that whoever's doing the comic books or doing the story gets to choose the arc that they're doing, and they present it a certain way. Like Woman of Tomorrow for Supergirl was very different. Blue Beetle is one that I didn't really know other than the cartoon, right? The Justice League, and it was genuinely, I liked the character, and I do enjoy that there was Latino representation. For me, I guess it's like, I don't want to say that it's not as important to me, but there were like, it was good. Like that part was good. I recognized it as like, yeah, I like that. The way that was presented, I felt like this, like it's the story part was pretty formulaic, which means that it can be fixed with a better script, right? Like you can fix all of my complaints about Blue Beetle or even Supergirl. You can I like Millie Alcock. I think she's great. I think that she saved Supergirl because of how she portrayed that like you really kind of get on board. I didn't like the Ruthie character. The act, I didn't like the performance there, but it was, and Lobo was unnecessary in Supergirl to me.
Lobo was completely unnecessary. Yeah,
completely unnecessary. They could have done something else, but that means that all of this stuff can be fixed with like attention. Like give like improve the story, and you can do it better. Like when in the comic books they redeem, like even the MCU started with Iron Man. Nobody gave a crap about Iron Man.
What makes me laugh about, I have a friend who dislikes Blue Beetle a lot. Like he really dislikes that movie. And then he goes, this is what it is. This is my favorite thing that he said to me. He goes, he was talking so much shit about that movie. He goes, dude, all it was Iron Man with Latinos. And I'm like, you just said 2 great things. You just said 2 fucking very positive. It was like, it was Iron Man with Latinos. I'm like, yeah, fucking give me Hombre de Hierro. Great. Yeah, I'm fucking in. I'm in. What are you talking about? Why is this a negative? And it's like, all right. So he didn't get it. He just didn't get it. But he wasn't.
I'll say that. Like I also like Supergirl was also like a very formulaic story too, and it's like, okay, it's hard to do original stories, like, but you can, that's why horror is doing really well, because in order for you to care like a horror movie, you have to write a character that people care about in order for them to be afraid that something bad will happen to them, right? Or make them like, or have a feeling, right? I hate this person. I want this person to be safe. Because sometimes in horror movies, you're rooting for the monster. You're rooting for the thing.
Yeah, of course.
So it's like, yeah, this guy, like in Dawn of the Dead, where there's that like shitty dude in the mall with them. And then when he finally gets it, you're like, yes, that guy's a piece of shit. Or the dude that hides the bite and then gets killed. It's like, yeah, you end up having an emotional reaction. The worst thing about a lot of the cranking out of superhero shit is that even if the story is formulaic, I don't care about these characters much. You know, I haven't built up any kind of like giving a shit about the characters, because it's like, if they die in this thing, they'll come back in the next thing. Or if something bad happens to them, they'll just there's just too many superheroes to keep track of, which is like the oversaturation of like characters. Like when they wanted to put like every villain into a Batman movie so they could sell more toys, you're like, I don't, what's going on? Who are all these people? You know?
Yeah.
I don't agree with the Supergirl being formulaic. I don't agree with that. I do agree with Lobo being unnecessary. And I don't agree that horror movies are not formulaic and that they're original. A lot of these horror movies, especially the ones like Obsessed, that's just a monkey paw story that's been told from The Simpsons to everybody. Like everybody has a story. Everybody has that version of a horror movie. And again, I'm not shitting on Obsessed because first of all, I haven't even seen it. The joke that I have on stage is like, that's just called a Latino How I Met Your Mother. That's the Latino version of How I Met Your Mother. Like, so having a woman watch you while you sleep, like, yeah, that's what we love. That's our shit. And we love we love crazy women.
Oh man, there's a clip. What's that Cuban show it's a radio show? And I've seen the clip go around. I mean, maybe you've sent it to me, where the guy's like, that the Cuban guys like Cuban women because there needs to be like danger. Like if you come home from 3 o'clock in the morning and your woman's like, hey, just go to sleep. We'll talk about it in the morning. Don't sleep in that house because that woman is going to murder you or whatever. Like the abuse, like they take the abuse because it means that they love you or whatever. It's a clip from a show. It's told comedically. But it's like that idea of like what you were just saying of like it means different things to different people. But I'm sorry, go back to what you were saying. Yeah.
No, I'm saying like, so I'm not shitting on the movie Obsessed. I'm not shitting on it, but like and again, I'm not saying that Supergirl is a perfect movie. I liked it a lot. Our favorite movie from last year, Mike, last year was Superman, and I don't think that's a perfect movie. I had notes on that movie.
Same.
So again, all of these things to say what you were saying before, to piggyback off what you were saying, like I have legitimate notes or gripes about some things, but not it should not impede you from watching the movie or bashing the movie to a certain extent. It's like okay. Because how many movies do you go to and be like, that was a perfect movie? I don't think that there's that there's many of them. And so, but it's just weird how we hyper focus on certain things from certain movies because we don't want them to do well for whatever reason.
I think going in, like, it goes back to I still go back to the Fan 4-Stick experience. That was like fundamental. That was like a canon event for me. And we bring it up all the time, where the amount of hate that it got, it changed the way I watch movies when I went to go see it, where I was just like, yeah, just watch the movie they made. We have too many, like, that's why I hate fan castings and things online about people telling you like they should make a movie of this, because once you put it out there, that idea will not happen in that way. Like, it will never happen that way. It will never be exactly what you want it to be. So when you go watch the movie, just watch the movie they made. You know what I mean? Like, don't compare it to the fictional images of the movie you created in your mind, because it's never going to be that. It'll never meet that. So it's like, that changed me fundamentally. So when, like, that you just said that people go in wanting to hate it for some reason, I'm like, that's the thing, is that there's too much communication about this stuff, where I saw somebody talk about fan casting for the new Storm movie. And I saw one that I was like, this is great. This is a new Storm movie?
I didn't even know there was a new Storm movie.
No. Like, what they would want a new Storm, who they would want to play Storm in the MCU, and the story that they would want it to be. And I was like, oh no, that's in my head now. And now when something, like now I'm going to hear whoever it was, if it's, and I think it's a good idea. If the person they actually do cast is not better than that idea, I'm going to be mad. Like, I wish I could like clear my brain of it. And the story was, I don't want to say it, but it was like, damn, I don't want that. And like you said, it sets you up that no movie will ever be perfect except for something that you go in blind, which is kind of like my new thing. I love stumbling across movies online of like, what is this? And my wife and I watch it and we're like, holy shit, that was great. And because we did not know anything about it or what to expect,
That's
like the
kind
movie
of,
Hope.
I made a video about the Blue Beetle news because as stoked as I was to find out about the Blue Beetle news, being in Men of Tomorrow, I really wish I did not know that. I really wish I would have seen Blue Beetle on the screen for the first time during the Superman movie, because I know I would have. I mean, I lost my shit at the gym seeing the text message, seeing a screenshot of like that, and I was like, oh my God, in the middle of a workout, going like, that's awesome. Like the fact that I did that while just seeing a screenshot with letters on it. If I would have seen Blue Beetle come up, if the first time I would have seen Blue Beetle come up on the screen was during the movie, oh my God. I would have been like, it would have been like a dude falling asleep in front of me.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, we and this is just an overall just impending doom thing. We know too much, and that's truly what it is.
Yeah,
we know too much, and the internet has just become an unhoused person yelling their ideas at us. You know what I mean? And
in all fairness,
that's literally what it is. And here's the thing. Like, the reason why we're getting news that Zolo is in this movie is because the studio is afraid that people aren't going to go see it. So they have to share news like that so people can be like, oh, that's great, I'm going to go. And it's like, do you have any idea how much better that movie would have been if nobody had said anything? And granted, I understand they're afraid that nobody's going to go. Maybe people won't go the first couple of days, but word of mouth has always been a thing. It has always been a thing.
That's the thing. They literally talk about opening day now. It used to be the opening weekend, and then it would run for like a month. And then now it's like, if you miss it in like the first 2 or 3 weeks, it's like they limit the showings, everything goes down. It's like so annoying.
Right. But let's go back to Obsession. They probably had a bad opening weekend, and now nobody will shut the fuck up about how much money it's made.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Give things a chance.
Yeah.
Give things a chance, man. Like that's literally all it is. Unfortunately, we know too much. We know too much, and either
can I give a counter argument to that?
Sure.
It's not that we know too much. It's that companies are making decisions based on they're making Excel spreadsheet decisions with a super narrow focus rather than cultural impact. Like, we need to get money people out of the arts. We just like, hey, when you were a patron of the arts, you would just give your money and you would be like, give me something. And then at the end of it, you'd be like, is that good or bad? Not the whole way, putting your fingers into it, all this stuff. We need to get money people out of the court, because there used to be like that idea that there was a space for things to be found, right? There was a space, and if something went straight to video, it was like, now all of the streaming stuff, it's all money. Dan Soder was on that Pablo Torre podcast is so good. It's so good. Pablo Torre finds out, and he goes and he talks about how, and he said a thing that makes total sense. Dan Soder, the comedian, was on there, and he was like, I don't think these people realize that we want to buy things. We want, if you make something like it's like, you don't have to trick us into spending our money. You don't have to like convince it. You don't have to manipulate us. We want to buy things, but we want those things just make good. Like the trick is that they're trying to just get money from us rather than give us things that we're willing to pay for. They're just like, you should be going and paying money for the movies because we put it there. And it's like, no, it still has to be good. Like, it's still like, you don't have to trick us into microtransactions or all that single, they're talking about the new EA Sports games that are all like microtransactions, even in the single player campaign, where you can just buy, like, I was going to play the game. I was going to earn my way up. I was going to play the thing that you sold me to get the things that I could earn. I'm not playing online against people who are going to school me and I have to pay for the upgrade. I'm just here I was going to do the thing anyway. And it's that idea of like, I want to go to a movie. I love the movies. I want to go watch a movie in the movie theater. Put them out, but you can't.
The problem with that is that while there are people like us that be like, yeah, just give us a good movie. We want to spend money, give us a good movie. And we are happy with a movie that's good. Like I said, there were guys in my comment feed that were like, that we talked about the movie, Supergirl was a good movie. It was like, well, good isn't satisfactory enough. Like I don't go into a movie to watch just okay or just good enough. It's like, what are you talking? Like that's crazy talk to me. But there are people that really believe that. There are people that really stand on all 10 and they think they say something. They think they're like speaking truth to power, where they're like, I'm sorry, but just decent isn't good enough for me to be. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like when did this happen? When did it become that every movie you have that you go see has to be this like I don't understand.
It's short.
Jerry Seinfeld has a bit about it where he's like, it used to just like now everything either sucks or it's awesome. There's no in between. There's sucks and awesome.
It either sucks or it's great. That's that's the bit.
It's like there's no Maria Bamford has a great bit about it. It's like I love a 3-star experience.
Yeah,
I mean, literally, I don't need nothing. Not how exhausting is it to have everything be the best and worst things? Like that is exhausting to walk around thinking like, oh, if this isn't the most amazing, groundbreaking, revolutionary slice of pizza I've ever had in my life, this place is fucking trash. It's like, no, it's just eat the pizza. It's fine. Everything is fine. 99% of things are fine. And
ultimately, it's like we're looking for something that's in the middle, right? Yeah. We're not looking for blues. We're not looking for reds. We're just looking for something that's in the middle where it's stable, right? Because we are going to get those blues and reds eventually. We will get those things that are amazing and those things that are absolutely horrible in life, in art, and everything. Like that's just going to be what it is. But ultimately we should be happy when things are just stable,
but that's the thing, man. It's like that doesn't make money. That doesn't like the reason why the algorithm is feeds you stuff you hate and feeds you stuff you love is because the stuff you just go doesn't track. They don't care. They can't sell ads on that. They can't they need you to the reason why the news is completely manufactured and doesn't say, most things are fine, these are the horrible things, but most people just want, like the World Cup was a perfect example, or is a perfect example of how like everybody was just here to have a good time. We were talking about it. It's like no individual is their country's government. They're just people, that whole thing. So when you like try to like sum an entire country up in one word, it's like, of course you're gonna problem. Most people are fine. Most people just want to live and work and, do their shit, have their little bits where they tell people, say that to her face when they walk into the door. Like most people just want to live a fucking life. And that's the part where it used to be that you could throw, like, because they didn't make everything so expensive, you could go to the movies and like watch a B comedy. Like watch, my wife and I were talking about the movie Hall Pass with Owen Wilson and what's his name? Jason Sudeikis, where it's like, that it was like in the theaters, and I remember watching and laughing in the movie theater. I got a screening to go see a movie called The Invite. Seth Rogen and Olivia Wilde and all that, and Ed Norton and Penelope Cruz. I got to go see a screening of that, and I was in a movie theater laughing with other people. What a joy! What like that was that's but. Now everything's so expensive that I'm just gonna go watch a throwaway movie, and I'm like, I don't agree with your friend, but I understand. Like
you're also in to be completely fair, you're in a place because you live in LA. You're in a place that respects movies. LA was the first place that I went to when I went to the movies where people sat during the credits.
I mean, was it a Marvel movie?
No, it was a regular ass movie because most people were like, I know the person who did catering and we're going to clap when we see Eduardo's name.
I did that with my friend John in Avatar, but it was here at home. Watch it. We're like going through the credits, like, there he is. But it is I will say there's a lot of pretense about movies in this town too. So it's like,
Of course there is.
there's like there's always those movie bros that hashtag movie bros, but all those like, what are they called, the film bros, where they'll judge you as a person based on whether or not you liked Citizen Kane or whatever, and it's like,
Sure.
Okay,
and like, most people can eat all the dicks in the factory. I don't care about those people.
Like, eat all the dicks in the dick factory.
Yeah. Turn on the conveyor belt and eat all of them.
That's where the guy from the beginning of the episode who's sus, and that's where he
that's where he works.
That's where he works. That's where he works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, they can't all be perfect movies, but there is one that I contend that is a perfect movie, and that is Jurassic Park. And we did lose Sam Neill. Sam Neill, rest in peace, Dr. Grant. But I was going through, and I remember, like, we were all aware he was suffering. He was ill, and he had some rebound, and he got sick, and he passed away. And everyone has nothing but nice things to say about the guy, which is a good sign. Like, that's a goal in life when you die, for people to be like, "Aw, he was great."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't read anything about him aside from his co-stars, right? The famous ones. But no, I feel like no news is good news. When people don't come out and being like, "Fuck that guy," that's a good thing, right? Like, that's the one where you want. Yeah. I didn't know he was Irish until I saw.
Well, he's from New Zealand. He's from New Zealand.
Well, yeah, that's what. But that's what it was. His dad was Irish, and he was born in New Zealand. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I didn't know that. I didn't know that until I saw Peaky Blinders, and I was like, "This is a really good accent." And apparently, that's his actual accent.
That's like his like. This one hurt. This one got me a little bit, which was the Laura Dern. Posted this picture, Laura Dern, Jurassic Park, like, and apparently even the kids in the movie, one of them was like 33 years later, he was still like, he commented on his Instagram about like, "Hey, all the best, like, wishing you good luck." And he's like, "Oh shit, 33 years later, this guy's still, I didn't even know he followed me or whatever." And it's like, he's a good guy too. He's always like on the right side of, I believe, political leanings. He was always on the right side of his messaging. And I'm like, yeah, that's how you do it. You put out some good stuff. Jurassic Park. He was in Hunt for Red October, which is like, might be one of my favorite movies. I don't know if it's Mount Rushmore, but I love that movie. And because he wants to go live in Montana, and he wants a fat wife. And I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. But he's great in The Mouth of Madness. Do we have Jurassic Park, I think, is like most people's number one about him. But do you have another like Sam Neill role that you enjoy?
Aside from him and Peaky Blinders, aside from Jurassic Park and Peaky Blinders, I don't. I'm being honest, man. I don't want to like
gas him up and.
No, I don't want. What's the phrase that we used to use all the time, Mike?
Oh, true romance.
Yeah, I don't want a true romance a career, because he doesn't need it, right? Because he had a historic career. But I don't, off the top of my head, without the internet, without the help of the internet, I don't remember anything aside from Jurassic Park and Peaky Blinders. That's where I personally know him from. Personally,
he was in. Okay, this is one of. This might be my favorite of his. Event Horizon. Do you remember Event Horizon? It's like Sam.
Yeah.
You don't like that movie, do you?
I hated that movie so much.
Yeah, because you're a pussy and you're afraid. Yeah. You fear. You're full of fear. You don't like. You're full of fear. No, man, that movie's fantastic. I love that movie.
No, but you said the same thing about. You said the same thing about. What was the other one that you said? The futuristic Matrix ripoff that you fucking made me watch.
Oh, Equilibrium.
Yeah, you said the same thing about Equilibrium, and I think
I love that movie. Different reasons, though. Different reasons.
I know. You're allowed to like what you like. It's all right.
Mike, what is your Valdez? What do you got? What is your deep cut Sam Neill thing?
I don't know that I have one. I know that he did do a series for Apple, and coincidentally, it was a series about dinosaurs as well. And that's pretty much the only thing I've ever known him as. So I just thought he was.
You guys got to look him up. He's great. One of his original movies. Oh God, what's it called? The one that is Sleeping Dogs was like one of his big breakout roles. I was like back in 1977, And then the one that got also the TV show Merlin. He was Merlin in the TV show
That's
Merlin.
right. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Riley Ace of Spies was like this miniseries that he did that people would comment on. I like these are the things that I want to watch. And then of course, he was in all the Jurassic Parks he was in. And then In the Mouth of Madness was also another one. Because he did a couple things with John Carpenter, which were good. Again, if you like horror, that's good. And Event Horizon. But yeah, like recently he's got 2 movies coming out soon. But yeah, he's like I like when something happens that's good and people like remember like a good person, because all you hear is negative, like we know too much, like you were saying earlier, like we know too much bad. Like I like when people did you guys get into blind items at all? Do you know what that is?
No.
Blind items are like rumor
blind boxes?
No, what's it called? There's this one thing called
It's like
Crazy
mystery
Days
boxes?
and Nights. Yeah,
Is it when you buy a mystery box?
That's what I thought it was.
So basically,
Like a
it's
Labubu?
like one of my friends who used to come to the live show that I did in New York. She was obsessed with like blind items, and I was just like on her page, I would see a ton of them, and it's like basically like the Hollywood rumor mill, and it was like blind item. And this came out earlier this month. The one big thing that will be revealed after the music legend's death is how much he contributed to the death of a permanent A-list singer. It is the same playbook he followed decades earlier with the illiterate singer and her death. And so basically it's like rumors with no names. So they're blind items. And then eventually they get revealed. But basically it's like a way that you could put stuff out there without saying it. And this one was with Clive Davis and Whitney Houston, and like some of the shit that what happened with him. And so why did I bring that up? There's a million of these that are all bad, right? And every once in a while, there's like a good one where like someone will be like, "Oh, it's going to be revealed that this person is a sweetie," and they give And I always loved those. I'd rather focus on the positive ones.
Yeah.
What's his name? The guy, George Michael, did a lot of cool shit, like with no credit to himself.
That I'm telling you, that's I love those. Like when you hear about
he randomly wrote out like $20,000 check to a lady in a coffee shop that was crying because her IVF was going to cost $20,000 and she didn't have that money. He overheard that, gave the $20,000 check to the waitress and said, "I just need you to never tell her like it was from me
where it came
when
from.
I leave.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
give her the check." Yeah. And she
Or
got
like
a kid out of that.
Denzel Washington when he paid for Chadwick Boseman to go to acting school. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't revealed until Chadwick Boseman was already like black, like he's already working and doing and nominated, and it's like, oh yeah, this guy, I owe this guy everything. And it's like, that's nice when people do things without like I'll put this out to the universe. If I ever get rich and famous, I want to be the kind of person that just randomly, like Shaq does this shit all the time. You hear stories about Shaq, all of a sudden he's like, "Here's $5,000, like go pay your rent for the next whatever." And then like that could fundamentally change somebody's life.
Did you see the video of him paying for the guy's engagement ring? He was at a jewelry store, and the guy was like, "Oh, that's nice, but that's out of my budget. Like, I'm gonna go with this one." And then Shaq comes, puts his credit card down, and goes, "Get whichever ring she deserves," and like walks away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
That's awesome.
I just want to follow Shaq around and be like, "Oh man, I really wish I could have this."
Yeah. Just be like, it's like, oh,
my wife has cancer, and the only thing that'll cure it is a PS5.
It's like, my father's dying wish for me was to, yeah. My father's dying wish for me was to have a Ferrari. So,
by the way, Neri, what are you eating? Let's talk about snack time during WUBro.
Dude, I woke up 20 minutes before you did, Mike, and I'm like starving, man. I'm a guy.
No,
I'm doing intermittent fasting, so I'm just like, dude,
what did you break your fast with? I'm just curious.
Well, technically, I broke my fast with coffee because it's protein coffee. That was half an hour ago, but now I'm just like, okay, I need something more than just protein coffee, and now I just had an almond cookie from a Danish cheese store in St. Martin. And I know that sounds...
All right. You know,
Pretty
you don't have to say
wild.
shit like that. You don't have to. Yeah, come on.
So,
Well, I
Saint
just
Martin,
wanna-
the island. Hold on, the island of Saint Martin is split up into a French side, like the literal. There's a border where there's a French side and a Dutch side, and because there's a Dutch side, there's a cheese store that's called Amsterdam Cheese in Saint Martin, and it's all Gouda cheese. It's all Gouda, different Gouda cheeses. It's just like black truffle Gouda, lemon pepper Gouda. It's all these versions of different Gouda cheeses that you go, and they happen to sell these almond cookies and these apple turnovers that are they bake them in the store, and they have them shipped over from whatever this place is, and then they have
The
and then
Netherlands?
it's the Netherlands, right? I'm sorry, I blanked out on the name. So they have them shipped from the Netherlands, and they bake them in the store, and it's just phenomenal. And I was just there yesterday, so
That's
my
amazing.
cookies.
Well, if you're going to break your fast here at the WUBro podcast, we like Quest Nutrition. I personally have the mint chocolate chunk. And if you want 20% added to your order, go to questnutrition.com. Use promo code WUBro to get your Quest Nutrition cookies and or nutrition bars. Get 20% added to your order. The money will not come to us either.
You know what I enjoy?
Are you tired of paying the basic? Do you wish you could pay more?
You wish you could pay more, and the money goes to not the person that you added the discount code to.
You know what my favorite way to break my fast is 6 raw eggs in a glass, much like Rocky Balboa. So let's talk about the new film.
Dude, if we got,
Rocky.
could you imagine if this podcast was sponsored by eggs? That would be amazing.
Oh my god, that is
We'd
that
be
is
so
my
rich.
look.
We'd be so rich, dude.
Let's be serious. If we like eggs are, the that's the source. That's the thing.
That's
You eat
without exaggerating. I'm not even exaggerating for the bit. Like that is my favorite food. Like
Eggs.
my grandfather, when he was alive, he used to call me a fox. He used to call me like not in a derogatory way, but also not in a great way. Because he's like,
Yeah,
you eat too many
sure.
eggs. And that's where I learned when I was
In a Latin way.
when I was 10, 11 years old, I learned that foxes would eat chicken eggs. They would steal. I did not know that. I thought that was just from the cartoons. And
I mean, technically, I would say that eggs are my favorite food too, because when they hatch and turn into chickens, I love chicken just as much as I love eggs. So I think eggs are my favorite food.
I think my favorite thing is to eat chicken with the eggs cooked on top. So it's basically like I don't have philosophical differences of chicken and the egg. I don't have to make the delineation because I did both at the same time. They literally.
Have you ever heard of Jimmy Schubert joke?
No.
Jimmy Schubert he talks about chicken omelets. He's like, who ever thought of this? He's like, I want that chicken dead. I want his kids dead. I want every one of these kids.
No. In Japan, oh god, what the hell is it called? There's a dish like that.
The thing is, a chicken can fall asleep, and then the other chicken will just pour all of the egg yolks all over its face, and then when it wakes up, it calls it gay. It's so weird.
It's so weird. So there's a Japanese dish called oyakodon, which literally translates to parent and child bowl.
That's funny.
So it's literally like it's like the parent and the child. It's like, I will consume you both. Like that idea. Yeah, so gross. I mean, it's delicious, but the name it could use a little branding.
Dude, people from Nicaragua, I was gonna say Nicas, but if you don't know that, it sounds very derogatory.
Yes.
But people from Nicaragua, we know that there is a dish called Indio Viejo. That's a real name for a real dish, and it translates to Old Indian. And if you look at it, it looks like dog puke, and it is amazingly delicious. But that's like when people always ask me like, hey, what dish should I get? Like which one of your dishes should I get that's not the standard gallo pinto and carne asada? I was like, listen, you got to work your way up to Indio Viejo. Only just from a visual perspective, because you gotta it looks bad,
gross,
but it tastes amazing, and it's
like ropa vieja. It's like ropa vieja. It translates to old clothes, and it looks like mulch.
And ropa vieja looks like Pam Anderson compared to Indio Viejo. Like ropa vieja,
I know.
like it looks pristine.
I
But
agree.
yeah, it's like that. It's like you can't just it's
you can't
not-
show a white
It
girl
looks
ropa
like
vieja,
yeah.
Yeah,
and
Yep.
and she's like, that tastes good. huh?"
Oh, you said dog puke, and I was like, I can't possibly. Yep.
yep.
That is
Nailed it.
100%.
But it
ghost.
tastes
Dog puke.
amazing, and I don't know how to explain that to people. And whenever somebody has told me, "Hey, what can I get that's not the standard, issue fritanga food?" I was like, "Brother, you got to work your way up." I was like, "Let's start off with nacatamal. Like, I'll lead you to the right path."
Nacatamal is great.
Yeah. But I'll just.
Oh, you know what I love?
can't just,
Quesillos. I love quesillos,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
That's so good in the plastic bag where you're eating microplastics. I love it.
You guys have
best.
the best rice. Your rice and beans are the best, in my opinion.
I agree.
Nicaragua has
I
the
agree.
best rice.
Let's
I'm
talk
a
about-
big rice and beans guy.
But you know why, right? It's because it's fried. More people
Yeah.
don't know that.
It's full.
Believe me, I know.
No, but most people don't. A lot of people from Nicaragua don't know that. They're like, it's not fried. I'm like, it's absolutely fried.
Bro,
It's fried.
everything that
absolutely
tastes
fried.
good from Nicaragua is fried.
I mean,
Like-
there's carne asada, which is
Queso
famously-
frito, like all that
famously
stuff.
asada.
It's so good.
Yeah. Famously, that. Oh man, what's that burger? Pincho Factory had a fritanga burger that was off the chain, and I miss it. I don't even know if that place is still there on Bird Road, but that is a very niche thing that I miss about Miami. I was talking to somebody who from lived in Miami around the same time, like late 90s, early 2000s. And I was like, I can't find good fritanga anywhere. And they're like, I don't think I ever will outside of Miami. Like it's just so specific.
There's a place in LA that I saw pop up in my social media feed. That's a fritanga in LA, but I can't verify because I haven't tasted it. But from the food, from the visuals, it looked good. Like, all right, but
I can neither confirm nor deny yet. But
I have a friend. I have a friend who runs a page called Hella Nica, and that he does like everything. He promotes everything about Nicaragua and people from Nicaragua and their foods and and whatever. And he's become a good friend of mine for the last few years. He was the first one to help me promote. He just started promoting my bit about being from Nicaragua, and that went semi-viral, kind of quasi-viral. And him and I have become friends throughout the years. We do fantasy football together, and I asked him, I go, hey, I have a friend out in the Bay Area. He's from San Francisco, and I go, hey, I have friends out in the Bay Area. Any Nica food, any fritanga that you can recommend that I could tell them. And he flat out, he goes, I have a very difficult time recommending any fritanga because I've been to Miami.
Yeah,
I don't know how to recommend.
I'm telling you,
that's
it's
not
so
like
specific.
Yeah.
Look, I got a lot of shit. I got a lot of shit when I was like comparing Italy Italian food to New York Italian food, but it's the same shit. It's the same thing. Right. The Italians in New York know how to do it a certain way that is great. It's very, very good. So it's like, I'm not, you can compare and say one's better than the other, blah, blah, blah.
So I would actually, it's funny, because when you made that statement years ago, I had never been to Italy. I have since been to Italy. Ironically, I'm actually going back to Italy on Saturday in 3 days. I'll be back in Italy. And I just, that food is other level, brother. I mean, that food that I had.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, but also if you go to New York,
Mercadal says that is whack. Mercadal says that
I had bad food experiences.
Really? You did?
I'm speaking on.
I thought it was the opposite. Okay.
No, I'm speaking on my personal journey in Italy through eating food. I had very few.
Oh man,
like
I'm
mind-blowing
that happened to you.
experiences. And I would please tell me where to. Next time I go to Italy, I would love to know what and how to where to go, because both my wife and I, we were like, man, we really tried to take recommendations. We tried to do, and again, we were also trying to what is your specialty in Florence? And we go have steak Florentine, and my jaw is tired because of how fucking tough the meat is. We're like, what is this, man? Why is this bad? We tried to, we got recommended in place in Rome for cacio e pepe. And it was like eating at the Times Square Applebee's, and we were like, "What is happening?" It's like,
wow, that's crazy.
I believe that there's good food out there.
I went to Rome, Florentine. I went to Naples. There was a bunch of places that I went to, and it wasn't until I got there. That was my first time there. Last year was my first time in Europe, much less Italy. And Italy was always a bucket list item for me. And it's so funny because it wasn't until I left Italy that it then clicked in my head that I was like, oh my God, every one of their pizza was different from Cicatavia to Rome to like other pizza was completely different by region. And I never thought about that because I'm so stupid, because it's just like in America, right? Like Chicago is different than New York, is different than Detroit, is different than, and all of these pizzas are different based upon the region. And I'm so stupid. I'm such a stupid American that I thought the whole time I was like, pizza from Italy is pizza from Italy. And like, no.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
Every region has their own different kinds of pizza. And I was so stupid that I didn't realize that.
They have their own different kinds of pasta sauces. They have their own different kinds of everything.
So I had a good tour with me. She's become a friend, and I said, hey, where am I gonna? She took me to her friend's restaurant, and I said, what can I get? What should I get? Should I get pizza here? And she goes, look, we were in Rome, and she goes, where are you going tomorrow? And I said, tomorrow we're going to I forgot where we're going to, but the next day after that we go to Naples. And she goes, if you're gonna go to Naples, you get pizza in Naples. Trust me.
Yeah.
Pizza in Naples is better than pizza. Pizza in Naples is better than pizza in Rome. You don't want to get pizza here. And I was like, are you sure? And she was like, yeah. She goes, get lasagna. And here's the thing, I'm not really a lasagna guy. And this is like,
oh, really? I'm a lasagna dude, yeah.
I don't like the red sauce because it gives me heartburn. And every time I ask for lasagna,
that's the most adult shit I've ever heard.
Yeah.
But but I'm 44. It's been happening to me for 20 fucking years, dude. I'm like,
yeah, I get that.
So then I always used to, there's been times in America where I would order lasagna and I would order white lasagna. And then restaurants sometimes will do it, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're like, we're not doing that shit. We're not doing that monstrosity that you call fucking white lasagna.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, fine. And I understand. I'm like, fine, that's all right. And but I always get that. So when she goes get lasagna, and here's the thing, my wife's grandmother was born in Italy. They were both born in Rome. Both her grandparents, so she has strong Italian roots. I've had her lasagna, and her lasagna is good, but I'm just like, I don't, it's fine. It's like what we were talking about. Like, to me, everybody in the family raves about Nona's lasagna, and I'm just like, okay, it's whatever, it's good. Like, I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying that's it. And then when I was in Rome, the tour guide, my friend, was like, you have to get the lasagna. And I was like, but I'm not really sure. Like, get the fucking lasagna. So I ordered the lasagna. And I take a bite, and I swear to you, on everything, on my children's lives, I felt so guilty, because in my mind, I was like, this is going to be like Nona's lasagna, which is good, but that's it. That's all I'm thinking. And when I had this lasagna, it was so earth-shattering amazing. I was like, oh, I feel like an asshole because I don't love Nona's lasagna like I love this fucking stranger's lasagna that I just had in my mouth right now.
Don't they use this, but like their own like grown tomatoes, like their own specific kind of tomatoes?
It's different. It's
always
different. The ingredients are better ingredients. Better
pizza, Papa John's.
Better racism.
This was Neri eating the lasagna.
The lasagna,
where he goes,
oh yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
just losing your mind.
I lost my mind, dude, so it was good. And then I went to Naples, and sure the fuck not, the best pizza I ever had in my fucking life was in Naples.
Of course.
And I was taken aback. I was like, I did not expect that, because I was like,
here's the thing. I think I feel like a little bit angry at my experience in Italy because of something you just said. And I want to say that my friend your person that was showing you around took you to their friend's restaurant.
Yeah.
That is such a vital piece of the puzzle.
Of course,
because
yeah.
Every recommendation that you get online or whatever, like my mom gave us a little tour book that's like out of date already at a certain point. We started going there because every social media rec or everyone who like my stepdad recommended something from like, he's like, oh yeah, there's this place right by the Spanish Steps and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, and we get there and it's not there anymore. We're like, we don't see it. He's like, when did you last go to that? He's like, 1980. I'm like, yeah. What are you talking about? So having someone recommend, like, go to like the place where, like, because again, I'm a tourist. We were trying to go to the places that were recommended to us, and then those places were either like they were closed for some reason. So like the schedules were also like kind of hard to follow. You had someone take you by the hand and go, here's good food, here's good food, here's good food, and I'm like, fuck, I wanted that, man. I wanted that experience. because of course you hear all these stories. The only place,
but also the danger in that is this was my reservation. Is like, are you just saying this because it's your friend's place? Are you just saying?
But you still get the choice of, you still eat it and you get to have your own opinion.
Of course, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. We all do. But I'm like, but I was hesitant. That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is I was hesitant.
Right.
I was like, and then all right.
And then look, when we went to Japan just recently, that it was all about, taking recommendations, because man, I'm not from here. And one of my tour guides was like, go eat at this ramen place. If you want good ramen, just eat at this ramen place. And I found out it was a chain. And it's like, well, yeah, okay. And it was a chain, and we didn't end up eating there because we disregarded it. And then later on, someone was like, oh yeah, that's the best ramen. It's so good. Because over there, the rules are, who knows? But like if someone tells you, oh, what's the best burger you're ever going to eat? And someone says,
I did that with
Wendy's,
gelato.
like,
I did that with gelato. Like I asked her about gelato, and she's like, yeah, look, that's the best place. It's a chain restaurant, but honestly, you can't get better than what they make. Like she flat out told me. I was like, oh, I told her, I want a mom and pop shop gelato shop. And she was like, I could give you a recommendation for that, but there's nothing that's gonna be better than that giant ass chain that we just passed. She's like, there's nothing that's gonna be better than that.
Exactly.
And apparently they roll differently with chains than we do. I'm not an anti-chain guy. I'm not an anti-chain guy, by the way. I'm like, I love chain restaurants.
And how do you pronounce that? Carvelle? How do you say Carvelle?
Carvelle.
No, it's Carvel, Mary.
Speaking of Italian Americans, let's talk about the fucking shit that we were supposed to talk about. Hey, remember when I brought up the I Play Rocky trailer? Let's we're gonna do WUBro reacts to the movie trailers. This one just dropped, and it's I Play Rocky. Nery's has so Stallone comes up a lot on this podcast. Let's watch it.
Name?
I'm Mike. Acting's what I live and breathe for.
It's all about me at this
point. I gotta
point.
have faith in myself.
You need to show everyone who you are.
I like this girl, Sylvester.
Sylvester?
That's right, his real name.
There's the
Got
eggs.
a nice ring to it. Sylvester Stallone. It's like Peter Parker.
Are you delusional? You don't got the looks to be a movie star. Not to mention, you talk like you got rocks in your mouth.
Yeah, I know I don't look
The
like
dog.
Einstein, but I got a brain. The only way for me to get to show people is me to have to write a script for myself.
Yeah, so do that. Write a script. And give yourself the best part. There's something big here.
You wrote this in 3.5 days. This is freaking good. Touch someone like Chuck Bronson, or we could do Eastwood.
Guys, I play Rocky.
I have no idea what that means.
So the writer wants to be in it as the lead. No, absolutely not. Throw some money at him. 25K.
No.
Raise the offer. Try 75. You're parking cars, for Christ's sake. Sylvester.
No.
175. Go to 200. No?
I'm not giving this up. Not for $1 million. Not for 10. Hey.
All right, now, if you do this,
Comes with some strings.
if you ever fall one day behind schedule,
The meat's frozen solid.
They're gonna kick you to the curb.
You broke your hand.
and they can replace you with a real actor.
I don't even know what I'm doing is any good.
Just do the best acting of your life and everything will be fine.
How far behind schedule are they?
They're not.
This movie, it's about having a belief in yourself. It's about going the distance. I put my heart and soul on the page. If I'm not willing to live up to what I wrote, then what's the point? So do you believe in me? Or not? I thought you said you could box.
I lied.
Let go of the head.
I'm an actor, goddammit. You always lie.
Yeah.
You get a little stew going. All right. First impressions. What are we talking about? Because I just kind of I forgot we were doing a podcast. I was just watching like, interesting. Oh, right.
This is gonna get flagged. This whole time is gonna get this right here is gonna get flagged by YouTube. It's gonna be
everything is getting flagged.
You can't just watch a fucking video. You gotta say something. You gotta comment on it. Like, oh yeah, fuck, forgot.
No, we're
Sorry,
commenting
okay,
on
yeah.
it. We're commenting.
I know. It's just.
It's
phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I fucking hate it. I hate it so much. I fucking hate it. It looks phenomenal. I hate because again, I just wish I would have. I was gonna watch the movie. I was gonna fucking watch it. I don't need a trailer to sell me on it. By the way, the trailer, Jesus Christ, it's a whole fucking movie. Like
it's a whole movie. They show the whole.
It's so much. It's so much. Jesus.
I'm gonna show. I'm gonna show this. Look, this is an epidemic of these trailers giving away too much fucking movie. And this one I will show you is the next contender for that because there's another movie coming out soon.
Hold on.
But give your opinion.
I will say that the only reason why it's not a crime of what they did, meaning showing too much of the movie. The only reason it's like quasi understandable and acceptable is because we all know this movie already. We all know the story of this movie. Like that's not there's nobody, literally you're talking, the people who this trailer spoiled anything for is my daughter. She's 14.
Right.
She'll be like, what the like you have to be that age to not know the story of how Sylvester Stallone wrote Rocky and that story. Like that's the only reason it's quasi acceptable for this movie for this trailer to do what it did. Because other than that, we're like, God damn it, you just showed me the whole fucking movie, man.
Yeah,
it looks great.
The voice, I mean, the beginning of the thing when he's like, you could hear him do it. I can't even do it. Where he has like the strongest vocal fry and the deepest vocal fry in imaginable. It's like, I was like, oh, at a certain point, it's like, okay, I get the voice, you know, and he does look like young Sylvester Stallone, like the guy, whoever that guy is, looks like at a certain point, I'm like, wait, was that a clip from the movie? You know, like they did a good job casting him. The story, you know, again, you get to like tell your own version of the story, but that legend has grown, right? Like, I know what's going to happen to the dog at some point. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be like this, like it is an interesting. Why make this story? But you know, why not? Again, I was asking for a mid-budget comedy movie. Why not make a mid-budget biopic? You know, it looks good. What about you, Valdez?
I mean, my biggest takeaway was that the actor playing Sylvester Stallone looks like borderline AI. It's unreal how much he looks like Sylvester Stallone. Like, that's pretty incredible, to be honest. Like, you know, it's amazing, but also like it's like the same thing that happened to Brandon Routh, where like it's like he looks so much like Christopher Reeve.
He was
that
doing
you're
a
just
Christopher
like
Reeve impression.
Where it's just like, well, who else was going to play Superman
before the horse?
Before the horse. But he looked so much like him that it's just like, oh, like this is probably all he's ever going to be. You know,
I mean,
and granted,
imagine you're that guy, and suddenly there's like, hey, we're looking for Sylvester. Like, we need an actor who looks like a young Sylvester Stallone, and that guy's like, what?
Yeah,
it's my time, but you know, like,
he was before this. What has been your acting resume before? Is like, I act like Rocky on Hollywood Boulevard, like pictures.
Yeah. I'm the stripper they hire. That's a Rocky type. But it is too much. We're gonna watch. Look, YouTube, copyright people. We're gonna watch another thing that is just straight up a whole movie. Hold on, because it's this one. The one of has anybody seen this trailer? It's called Heart of the Beast.
No.
No one's seen this? Okay. I don't. This is Brad Pitt.
Put it there, pal. Damn, you're handsome.
Oh yes, I did. See
Dog
it.
Story.
Yeah, the dog movie. Yeah. Everybody needs to do a dog movie.
Everybody needs to do. But they freaking give the dog PTSD.
Come on, just a bad dream. We're not there anymore.
It's supposed to be based on a true story. It's supposed to be based on a true story.
I don't believe any.
How did you know? Did the dog tell you?
Because so was American Sniper. Dog type shit. I jumped all over that joke about this. It's good.
Odin was a combat scouting dog. Target hit him in the mouth with a brick.
Same asshole get his leg?
Yeah.
I hope you gave that fella a piece of your mind.
I shot him in the head.
He shot him in the head. This region here is the heart of the beast. Most folks learn that the hard way.
J.K.
Dog's
Simmons
in the plane, like you just see his paws, like.
Look, they just give away a crucial element. All of this is important, and it's like.
Well, actually, I'm okay with this because you don't know this story, so you actually. Need
I
to
don't.
know
I
the
don't.
survivor.
But they're telling the whole story. This look, the trailer's only halfway through. This
Yeah,
could
but
have
the
been
story-
enough.
We're just gonna have to
But
do
the
this
movie
all the way.
itself is not. The movie itself is like I'm sure this will be in the first 20 minutes. Like the rest is like the survival part. Like that's what you need to watch, right?
But there's another element. Hold on.
You can do it. I got you. Easy, fella.
We're just watching it at this point.
Yeah.
We still do this. We've been through worse. It's not the size of the
That's a
dog
dope
in
ass
the fight
tagline
that
though.
Yeah.
That's a dope ass tagline.
the size of the fighting the dog.
No, you did not.
One last mission.
Oh,
We're not
I.
gonna die out here. I got you.
Yeah.
I may have seen a different trailer that has another element in it.
I don't know, man. It's so strange because like
I don't want to say it now.
I love dogs. Dogs are amazing, but
Mm.
like when it comes down to like whether I'm going to die or my dog is going to die. Like,
Oh, are you about to say something controversial on the podcast that we can clip and get viral for? That you're
Well-
like, I'd rather the dog die than me.
yes, because it's a dog. It's a dog, dude. It's a dog. Like, you know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying.
If
I'm not gonna
somebody
agree with you on the
somebody
podcast.
came into your house and somebody came into your house with a gun pointed to you and your children and your
Hmm.
dogs and said it's either your kids or your dogs, you'd kill your
Nah,
dogs for
wait.
them. You know what I mean? Like,
Wait, but the question is not your kid or your dog. The question is you or your dog. That's the difference. There's difference because my kids are my kids. Again, that's now S tier, right? Kids S tier. Everybody else, like, how much love do you love yourself? Because I'm okay with myself, but I really love my fucking dog. I mean, I like
Sure.
myself. I'm
Depends
okay
on the
with myself.
day.
Like,
Sometimes
yeah.
D F tier.
well, look, I mean, to be completely honest, I wouldn't be in a situation that Brad Pitt is in this movie whatsoever.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, if there were some crazy situation where it's like somebody else were to die or my dog,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? Like we need to stop this thing that we think that dogs are better than people. Like we need to stop.
I think dogs are better than people.
I understand.
I've
Look,
never met
here's-
a dog. I've never met a dog that I was like, I wish you die. I've never met a dog like that.
Here's the thing. Dogs
but
also
I've seen
don't have
Mitch
human
McConnell.
emotions, though. Yeah.
Right.
Dogs don't have human emotions. Neither did Mitch McConnell. Fuck that guy and Lindsey Graham. I hope they're both.
There's people
well,
without
I
human
was gonna say
emotion as
something.
well.
There's sociopath. Here's the thing. As somebody who has worked in environments where people treat other people like shit, and you watch how they treat human beings, and then you see those same people like have conversations about how much they love animals. I've seen people like it's crazy how we think of humans as not. We are all animals. Like we're not separate from animals, but animals are not human in the way that we can't reason with them. They're not. People put human emotions onto dogs and other animals all the time. You can't do that. It's still just a dog. It's still just a cat. They're not mad at you. They're not, they're not sad because you didn't do whatever. They're maybe, but you can't put your. It's like
They're not actually watching Bluey when you turn it on.
Yeah, the dog's anxious. It's like, no, you're anxious for the dog. The dog is reacting to a member of its pack being anxious and is doing what pack animals do. You know what I mean? Like, so when they do this kind of thing of like, oh, animals are, I like animals more than people. Of course you do. An animal can't call you out for you being an asshole. You know what I mean? An animal can't talk back to you. I'd rather have a pet than a dog than a kid. It's like, yeah, that kid is going to grow up and have an opinion of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is that it's denial of self to separate us from animals, and naive to think that we're not forcing our opinions onto animals because we don't want to get questioned. We don't want accountability.
Right. That's really all I mean is just like, I'm not saying that I want that dogs deserve
I heard
to
you
die
specifically say that, Valdez, that you would rather a dog die than you. Yeah, I heard you specifically say.
Yes. Than me, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. But that's the thing. If it's a random dog, sure. But if it's my dog, I don't know. You know,
that's what I'm saying. People talk about PETA. Yeah. People talk about PETA all the time, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, they're the people for the ethical treatment of animals." Their version of ethics is killing them. Is killing a bunch of animals. They kill a million. They're like the most lethal force for dogs in the world is PETA. And second only to chocolate.
Can you explain that? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
They do PETA euthanizes strays. They don't believe, or they would rather the dog be dead than be a pet or whatever.
Oh wow. Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's all right. You don't need to set your sources, bro. It's a podcast. Who gives a shit? You could be wrong.
Yeah. No, but it is.
You're looking to cite your sources. Who gives a fuck? There's a podcast.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard Theo Vaughn?
Yeah. According to data,
yeah, because Theo Vaughn cites his sources for sure.
That's what I'm saying. There's no reason. That's what I meant. I was like, have you ever heard Theo Vaughn? He just says spew shit. There's no.
He just
talks about a guy he knew with no limbs, and you just have to believe it because he has an accent. You know.
So it's like in 2024, reports show that PETA took in 3,317 animals and euthanized 2,213 of them, yielding a roughly 67% euthanasia rate. And then it's this rate is roughly 6 times higher than the national shelter euthanasia average of 10%. So they are beating it by 50.
Yeah, they don't just when they do something, you know what? I got to be honest with you, PETA, that's a little bit of an overkill.
A little bit of literal overkill. Stop. You know, because they don't believe in pets either. Like if you're having a pet, they don't. They're like, oh, that's not how animals are meant to live. And it's like, literally, that's why dogs exist. Because one of these wolves came up to our campfire and was like, we gave him a bone, and the wolf was like, oh, I could just be nice and get fed. Hell yeah! And now we have pugs or whatever. You know, like. That's true.
That's a far fucking fall from a wolf to a fucking pug. You ever see a pug? You go, oh Jesus Christ!
A shivering Chihuahua has wolf descendant. Is a wolf descendant because some wolf was born with a gene that made it less afraid of people. It walked up and was like, "Oh, hey, all right."
A wolf was nice, and that's why we have golden doodles. The dog that looks like it doesn't want to be alive.
It does not want to. It's like the guy from Clerks. Fuck, what is it? I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Yeah,
I thought it was more like the South Park episode where they were mixing animals and humans, and then they actually succeeded, and they had that baby, and he's like, "Kill me!" And it was like,
there's a couple other movie trailers that in the vein of we don't have to watch them all.
Wait, are you guys gonna go watch the Brad Pitt movie? I mean, Brad Pitt, dog, I'm in, bro. Brad Pitt actually is one of the very few last I'll go see whatever he's in movie stars. He's one of the last few ones. It's him, Tom Cruise. There's a few guys left that I'm like, whatever you're in, I'm gonna go watch it regardless of what happens.
I'm about to sign up for the AMC Stubbs A-list where you get free movies, because if you go see 3 movies a month, you're like paying for the subscription or something like that. Because literally, we went to go see what was the thing that just came out? Supergirl. And it was like $30. And I was in IMAX. I was like, Jesus Christ, you know, like I might as well just get the subscription and go every month. But I may or may not.
I spent $75 because I have kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's your own damn fault. Those kids are your fault. I blame you.
I know. I blame my wife because she jumped on top of me. But other than that, yeah, I'm with you. I agree.
Blame is blame. But the truth is that, yeah, it's expensive as hell. It might be worth it. If I get it, I will go see it in the theater. If not, I'll just wait till it comes out.
Are you going to watch The Odyssey in the theater?
Yes, I'm trying to get to the IMAX. I'm trying to watch it in the IMAX, but they're like sold out, like legit sold out.
There's the last couple movies that I've seen in IMAX, including Supergirl and Masters of the Universe. I've aged out of IMAX, bro. I'm going to say this. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm at the age now where, and both those movies I have raved about, both those movies on this podcast I have talked very highly about. So it's not the movie themselves. It's just the IMAX experience that they sell you. The sound is better and the screen is larger and all this stuff there. I've aged out of that. I'm now at the age where I found myself literally saying out loud, does it have to be this loud? In the theater.
Yes.
In the theater. And I'm just now realizing, I'm just now at the age where I'm like, oh, you're too old for IMAX. I had to come to that realization these last two movies that, again, I enjoyed these movies. And I was just like, if it could just be a little, like, it's just a little too loud in here. It's a little too loud. You know, I want to do the
there is what I'll say is you're right. There are aspects of the IMAX that maybe it's not worth it in certain places, because I found out not all IMAXs are created equal.
Of course not.
Some of them have the actual resolution. Some of them don't. Some of them like they're like not.
It's almost like they're trying to scam us.
But I do like when the IMAX, my movie theater here in LA, and it's similar to the one in Sunset Place, are legit. Like, those are the ones that they were like the right size. But then I'm like, so my theater here in LA is like the one of the biggest in the country. And I was like, hell yeah, dude. So for me, I do want to go see it in that big screen. I remember the first time I saw Dark Knight, that opening shot of the sky, like in the helicopter going over, because Nolan's been doing it forever. Like, so when Dark Knight came out and they shot it in IMAX and they showed the whole intro scene of the bank robbery, whatever, in IMAX, I was like, yo, this is awesome.
Right,
and
but that movie was made for IMAX. It was used making IMAX cameras.
Yeah.
No. But this is what I'm saying. Supergirl and Masters of the Universe were movies that they threw an IMAX sticker on top of. Like, it's kind of like how 10 years ago everybody was like, this movie, but in 3D.
Oh yeah,
and you're like,
was such a fucking scam. We got rid of. I'm so glad we got rid of.
It's
3D.
it's a giant scam. All of this is a giant, like, there are movies that are made for IMAX, you know, and Nolan is one of those people. And you just know, like you're like, Tarantino shoots in Panavision. That's what he shoots in. You know, right. Nolan shoots in IMAX. That's what he shoots in. If you're going to see the Brad Pitt dog movie and they throw an IMAX sticker on it, it's a scam.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is. They made that movie for you to watch it on your phone. That's what they made that movie with. You know,
that's actually how I watch all my movies, is on my phone.
Which is how Nolan would want you to watch his movies.
Yeah. Nolan in an airplane monitor, in the seat in front of you. So ultimately, yes, I want to go see it in the theater if I have that pass, but otherwise I won't go out of my way to see it in the theater, if that makes sense. So movie news, Blue Beetle, Man of Tomorrow. We have I Play Rocky coming out. We have this other. We also have. I had the trailer for. Speaking of biopics, Tony, the Anthony Bourdain one, also is coming out.
I saw that. I saw that trailer.
And then there's something called. Does anybody seen this? We can end on this one. Digger. It is a.
Yeah, Tom Cruise.
That's Tom Cruise.
Changes. You know, one day you're a cat. Just take a little taste for daddy. Come on, sweetheart. Or a king. Next day you're just ashes in a box. How long would you say she has?
Between 2 weeks, 5 minutes.
Mr. Rockwell, my name is Sandy Clarkson.
Yeah, Sandy. How you been, buddy? You're the man with the 5-foot crap. Now, Glacier over there in Greenland, it shifts 5 feet. Now, this desk in front of me is bigger than 5 feet.
Mr. Rockwell.
My deck is a tenth of that size. What do you want me to shut down a $1 billion platform over something that's 10 times the size of my deck?
Oh, I don't believe you understand what's happening, sir.
What did you just say?
Sorry, sir.
Well, I know perfectly well what's going on there, because I'm paying for the whole thing. I'm paying for your fucking 90% Hungarian goose down winter jacket. I'm paying your salary. You want to shut her down?
Well,
say it!
Mr. President, we're utterly unprotected against a disaster of this magnitude.
What's our worst case scenario?
$18 trillion, sir.
Is that all the bad fucking news?
Oh, there's the nuclear waste, too.
Oh,
Digger here got us into this mess, and Digger's gonna dig us out again.
Well, let's fucking go.
You knew, long before the rest of us. That is why it is your problem!
If we can't control the course of nature, at least we can control the narrative.
But it happened.
Mother Nature, she loved the winter!
You're gonna save the world.
Ah, fellas, Mother Nature wants to fight.
Is he okay? Mr. President. Mr. President?
Fuck this iceberg, let's dash!
Burning down the house! Help me shape the story.
They already know the story.
They know the
This
facts.
looks crazy.
The story has yet to be told. When all else fails, you hit it with the truth. You know, the hard truth. Just bang, bang, bang. Woo! Woo! Burning down the house! Oh! Yeah, that feels good, doesn't it? That's my girl.
What the hell is that?
That movie, it had so many. It had so many like shots in it that looked like a 90s movie, like just like a 90s like family movie, which is so strange.
It's interesting. Yeah, the fisheye lens or whatever.
Yeah, like it looked like I was watching the Flintstones.
Yes, yeah. But I will say I'd rather see people like, oh, there's this movie that I have to watch that I love Boosters, the Boots Riley movie.
Yeah, love Boots Riley.
Because that guy's also doing okay, it's not just the same shit, right? Like
he makes weird stuff.
It makes weird shit. My critique of Tom Cruise is that he's always Tom Cruise in every movie. I'm so happy to see him not be Tom Cruise. Or whatever this is.
he's a phenomenal actor, man. Like he's great in Magnolia, and like, you know, like there are movies where he's like a legitimate, like he's like actually showing acting chops. Like he's just not like, you know, the Mission Impossible guy, you know.
But so there's a lot of good actors that you could he's a good actor because I believe he's acting. I believe he's in the movie. You know what I mean? He's not like a bad actor, like in terms of portraying the like believability. And there's also, but he's still playing a very similar character in every movie.
100%. My friend used to say it all the time. He would call every Tom Cruise movie Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see the new Mission Impossible, and it was Minority Report. Like, exactly. You know.
Yes. And then there's actors who are very good at playing different characters every time you see them.
100%.
You know what I mean? That
like Jesse Plemons.
That's Jesse Plemons. And he's in this movie too. There's a million people in this fucking movie. That German actress Sandra Hüller, the one she's in Project Hail Mary, but she's
phenomenal.
She is an amazing actress in the Anatomy of a Murder of a Fall or Anatomy of a Fall.
She's
I think it's
outrageous.
called.
Yeah, Anatomy of a Fall.
But that's the year that what's her name won for Poor Things, the Emma Stone, because she was like blah 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 blah. But meanwhile, this other woman, I still don't know whether she did it, whether she killed that guy or not. You know, so like
the thing is, this
two
movie,
different kinds of good.
That whole trailer, the whole time I was thinking, man, this movie is Oscar bait like nobody's business because it is two things that Hollywood loves: weird as balls and good-looking people being ugly. And that's just what it is. Because
with a with a tinge of politics.
You even said it, Mike, as the trailer started playing. You were like, "That's Tom Cruise." Can you believe it? Like it's like it's like, yeah, of course, because makeup exists. But like, sure,
but
can you believe Jesse Plemons is ugly and John Goodman is John Goodman in this movie? Can you believe it? Like, just like.
Well, for me, it was more like, could you believe that? Like, the only time I've ever seen Tom Cruise not be Tom Cruise was Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. And even then, I still remember when
Magnolia was that.
Yeah, Magnolia. I was just talking about Magnolia. Like, he's great in Magnolia. He's great in the Interview with a Vampire. Like, there's movies where he's not Ethan Hunt,
Tom Cruise.
Eyes Wide Shut. Like, there's movies where he's not Tom Cruise. But
even then, what I'm getting at is that I like that this is Alejandro Iñárritu, and he's doing like weird shit. I want to see, like, I want, if you're gonna make me go to the, like, again, if I'm gonna watch something, even if it just I watch it in streaming, I would like it's like that T-Pain rant. Did you ever see that, him loses it's like people submit music for him to critique, and it's like, we already have this guy, we have them. We have the Lil Baby, we have Dub Baby, we have two guys named Baby. We have, like, do your own shit, like, come up with something else. We already have these people. So it's like, that resonates with me, where it's like, oh, we already have these people. I appreciate that it looks different. I appreciate that it's not, I appreciate that it feels creative in a way that hasn't sparked my interest in a while.
Yeah.
We'll
and it's so strange because, like, not to to get a little bit into inside baseball about, like, being an actor for a second, and Mike, I'm sure that this has happened to you, where you have a certain look and people will typecast you as a very specific look, and sometimes down to
this happens to me in real life as well.
Right. Well, yeah, that happens to me in real life too, but, like, just it's an unfortunate thing that happens in the business as well, where like, I was even talking to my manager recently, and she was like, oh, I just watched The Devil Wears Prada 2, and there's this guy who reminded me of you, and she was like, have you seen it? And I go, no, but I know you're talking about Caleb Heron. Like I know exactly, like, who these people are, because I know that there are going to be people, because they only let one of us in at a time. They only let one guy that's like that has weird glasses and nice hair in at a time. And if it's not me, it's going to be Harvey Guillen. If it's not Harvey Guillen, it's going to be Caleb Heron. If it's not Caleb Heron, it's Josh Gad. Like, it's all these people that weirdly look like
Trailblazer Josh Gad.
Yeah,
Trailblazer.
Yeah. And so, like, and that's kind of the thing where it's like, and people, I've had interviews with like agents and managers and stuff, and they're like, whose career do you want to emulate or whatever? And I'm like, why would I want to do that? I don't want to be Diet Josh Gad. I want to be myself, And what's so weird is that even the business is in a place of like, well, this works, so let's just follow this thing. And the thing is, like, people like this director, this Alexander guy, and Boots Riley, and people like that, they do a thing where Wayne Gretzky used to say this. He said, don't follow the puck, go where the puck is going to be. And so, like, and that's what they're doing. They're like, and sure, that's weird, and it's off color a little bit, but, like, sometimes it really works. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's, this freaking what's his face guy, the Begonia guy won all these awards and nominations, and all those movies are fucking weird.
Yorgos
Lanthimos, yeah, like, and those movies are strange, but it's like, yeah, you have to take a chance. You can't just, like, be a diet version of something else, because then where's the originality, man? Like, it's, I don't know.
I think it's also a good call to, like, do, there's a ton of star power in this, and they can kind of write their own, have a blank check, to do whatever they want. But also it's good. Like, you never again behind the scenes. But either way, I appreciate the effort at creativity and doing something because again, we want to buy shit. We want to buy and own things. We want to spend money.
I just mentioned him when I was talking about Brad Pitt. Like Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise are one of the few guys, and I know there's been 5 minutes of like I want something different from Tom Cruise. I also would enjoy something different from Tom Cruise, but I also really enjoy Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Like I also really enjoy Ethan Hunt. So whether you give me another fucking Top Gun Maverick, which was phenomenal, or you give me something completely different, like any of the other movies we've talked about that he actually does something different. I get it. I'm not discrediting anything you guys are saying as far as wanting something different from different actors. Also, if you give me something that's the same, but it's the same awesomeness, yeah, I'll go watch that too. Like Brad Pitt,
I agree.
I'm watching anything Brad Pitt makes because he has built enough credentials with me to be like, yeah, I don't remember the last bad Brad Pitt movie where I regretted watching that movie. I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I don't remember the last Tom Cruise movie where I was like, fuck, I wish I would have streamed that one. Like, I don't remember that. Well, Night and Day, I do remember. But like, it's
not everybody bats 1,000.
But again, batting 987 is not bad. Also, it's also not a fucking bad. Like, it's not a bad average. So I'm just like, in my mind, it was like fine. So yeah, I'm with it. I want to watch Digger because it's fucking Tom Cruise.
Yeah, me too.
And if it happens to be different, awesome. If it happens to be the same, I'm fine with that. Like all of it. Tom Cruise has earned enough with me as far as his movie resume, not his personal fucking beliefs, because for Cocoa Puffs. But he's just earned enough, man. I'm like, all right, cool, let's go.
Yeah, and I mean, look, we love the movies here. I loved going to the movies. I still love going to the movies. I want to be able to go to the movies more often and have better experiences at the movies with the product that's being, like we love this. Like everybody's okay with what we had. Like it's been like every drop of profit has been squeezed out to the point where it's no longer fun. So we're not doing it anymore. And then people are like, why is the film industry, it's that. Give us back the experiences that we went, the pendulum swung a little too far. You got to course correct. Just bring it back a little bit. Just bring it back a little bit. And but that'll never have. Private equity is a cancer, blah, blah, blah. Put my anti-capitalist hat on, blah, blah, blah. But the point is that there's good stuff being made out there. I hope it's good final product. I want Man of Tomorrow to be great with Blue Beetle in it because I like the characters and I want the stories to be the focus of these giant companies rather than profit. And I would, I want goods. I want to pay for good things. I want to pay. Take my money. For the Fry meme, of Super Futurama meme, like shut up and take my money. If it's worth it, that's what we get. Give me a physical disc that I can buy and put in my machine that gives me the access to
so much. I'm so happy that there's been so much backlash for Sony. There's been so much.
It's crazy.
They have gone fucking social media silent, bro. So
they
fucking PlayStation is like they fucking back the fuck. Like they haven't said anything, nothing.
They haven't backtracked.
One way,
they haven't backtracked.
They haven't backtracked, but they haven't fucking said. Yeah, they haven't even posted. Like how like sometimes companies or governments, something would happen. They'll receive backlash for something, and then they'll be like, "Hey, look at this over here. Hey, look at this over here." Right?
They haven't even done that.
PlayStation hasn't even been like, we have another game coming out, or we have a look at this new anniversary, and they have fucking gone radio silent, and it's just a sign of like, yeah, okay.
Microsoft hasn't been like, look, Carlos Mencia had evaded taxes. That's so weird. Like we would care about that for a minute.
Yeah. On that note, we want to pay for things. We want to go do stuff. We want to go experience things we're talking about here on this podcast. What's up, bro? At WUBro Pod on all social media platforms. You can follow us at Mike Mercadal, at Neri Saenz, at Mike Valdez on all social media platforms. And you can like, share, and subscribe. Please consider doing those things because we want to hear your thoughts on what we talked about today. If you're excited about Man of Tomorrow, send us you can even send us emails at WUBropod@gmail.com. You can send us a direct message. You can send us whatever you want. We want to hear your thoughts on what movies you want to see. Rest in peace, Sam Neill. Which is your favorite Sam Neill movie? Let us know.
Do you think?
Anything
Do you
else?
think in the movie I Play Rocky? Do you think there's a time where the character that's playing Sylvester Stallone says, "That's how winning is done"?
Ooh. If it is, that'll
It's
be the
just like-
new ending clip that we use.
That's how winning is done. It's like you know what I mean? How
Do you
pissed do
want
you think
him?
Sylvester Stallone is right now? By the way,
You think there's a weird
Didn't he
like
make the
who's
movie?
on?
Isn't it his?
I don't think it's. He
I
has a weird.
100%
He has a weird
swore.
relationship. He has a weird relationship with MGM and the producers of the Rocky movies because they own the rights of Rock. Because it used to be after a certain amount of time, the IP goes back to the writer or the creator,
Right.
and he was so broke that contract did not. The way the contract is made out. Aaron Winkler and I forgot the other guy's name, the other producer, Chernoff. Yeah, it was Chernoff and Winkler. They own Rocky, and they have now, because they're 1,000 years old, they're like 90-year-old men. They have now given the rights to Rocky to their children. So Sylvester Stallone does not own Rocky and does not own the rights to even give that character to his children. That's why he was not in the last Creed movie. And he made that public, by the way. Sylvester Stallone made that public. That's why I'm not in the last Creed movie, because fuck him, fuck Chernoff, fuck Winkler. Like, he was outraged. And yeah, that's a thing. So I don't know about this movie. I don't know if this movie, I don't know. I don't know.
Interesting. Thoughts for future episodes? Anything you guys like to promote before you go? Neri, Mike?
Man, watch my comedy. I'm trying to post different comedy reels, different things, not just stand up, but I also post my stand up on my social medias. Follow me on YouTube. I'm really close to being able to start monetizing on YouTube, which is a big deal for comedians. I just need more subscribers, so do me a favor, subscribe, watch all the comedy videos I have on there, and
It's
then,
just at Neri Saenz, right?
What's up, bro? Everything is at Neri Saenz. You go to whatwashisname.com, which is the website, and then the YouTube is Neri Saenz Comedy. That's the YouTube, and TikTok is Neri Saenz Comedy. So, but all right, but that's it. That's all I got. And then Valdez is at Mike Valdez, but you could also go to thekidfromup.com.
Yeah, and there's new episodes of the Walmart campaign that are coming out. They're going to be releasing all of that until the end of August. So there's quite a few that they're going to be releasing. There's a new episode that's coming out today at this record, but so far there are, I think, 3 spots that are playing right now. And luckily, if you're watching YouTube with ads, my face is in the middle of your ad, and you have to skip the ad because I'm in it. But
if it pops up, I promise not to skip.
It doesn't matter. I don't see money from it, so you could skip. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
I'll be completely honest with you. It means nothing to me. I would like for you to see it because I'm proud of it and I want you to enjoy the entertainment that I have provided. But once you have seen it, please skip it because I'm not making money from it. So
and also. I'm sure you're like, oh, I want you to see it because I'm proud of it, but also I don't want you to get tired of seeing it. So once you see it,
100%, yeah, that's exactly it. I'm very proud of what I did. I think that what I did was very funny, and I think that it's going to only get funnier. So I would like for you to see it, but don't get tired of it. So yeah.
There we go. Thank you everybody for watching.
Also, I saw Luis Suarez do a fucking sneaking a fat joke. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I know.
We got it.
He snuck it in there. I was like, sorry, you motherfucker.
Very sneaky. Thank you everybody for watching. Neri Saenz, send us out.
All right. Thank you for watching. That's how winning is done.
Soon to be a line from I Play